Hello children, welcome to maths class. Today our topic is Pythagorean triplets, where you are going to see a set of three numbers which are considered to be Pythagorean triplets. The collection of numbers in which out of the three, two numbers, smaller numbers, when you take square of these two smaller numbers and add it, the answer which you get is going to be the square of the bigger number or the third number. Then the set of or collection of three numbers is considered to be a Pythagorean triplet. See, 3, 4 and 5. It's a collection of three numbers, 3, 4 and 5. Let's check whether it's a collection of it's a Pythagorean triplet or not. 3 square, 3 and 4 are smaller than 5. So square of 3 is 9. Square of 4 is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. And 25 is nothing but square of 5. So 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagorean triplets. Same way, here example 6, 8 and 10 is taken and is said that they are Pythagorean triplets. Let's see, 6 and 8 are smaller than 10. So sum of the squares of 6 and 8. Square of 6 is 36. Square of 8 is 64. That's equal to, when you add these two squares, you get 100. And 100 is square of 10. 10 square gives you 100. So 6, 8 and 10 is known as Pythagorean triplet. Is that clear? So, in exercise 6.2, question number 2 is based on this topic, Pythagorean triplet. Now, if one number out of the three numbers in a Pythagorean triplet is given to you, and you are asked to find out the rest of the numbers, then we have formula or technique with which we can calculate out or find out the other two numbers in the Pythagorean triplet. So here we see, for any natural number m greater than 1, we have 2m square plus m square minus 1 the whole square is equal to m square plus 1 the whole square. That is squaring of two terms. So we have the triplets in this form, 2m, then m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. If we know what is m, then we can calculate out the three numbers of the Pythagorean triplets. Let's see it practically. Example 2, write a Pythagorean triplet whose smallest member 8. Whose smallest member 8 is given to you, and how will you calculate out? Okay. Solution, we can get Pythagorean triplet by using general forms. General form is 2m, comma m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Let's first take m square minus 1 is equal to 8. Right? Because 8 you can find that is not a square, it's just a simple number. So you take m square minus 1 is equal to 8. 1 you take it on the other side and you get m square is equal to 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. Square root of m, that will be equal to square root of 9, that gives you 3. M is equal to 3. So you have got 3. Now using the value of m and the general forms of Pythagorean triplets, that is 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Substituting the value of m in these forms, you can get the three numbers of the Pythagorean triplet. Now 2m 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. Now m square plus 1 is equal to 10. How? 3 square. Substituting the value of m, that is 3. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. So here you have got this and this. So one number is already given to you. Which one we have taken? M square minus 1 is equal to 8 we have taken. So let us write down the triplets now. 6, 8, 10. But 8 is not the smallest member of this triplet. So, but 8 is not the smallest member of this triplet. So let us try 2m is equal to 8. But I would say, rather going for such way, why don't we directly take? Because 2m most probably is going to be the smallest. That is the format. 2m is the smallest among the 3 in a triplet. Then m square minus 1 the second number, and m square plus 1 is the largest number. So it would be better if it is told that the given number is the smallest member, then we consider it as 2m is equal to 8 in the starting itself, rather going like this. So 2m is equal to 8, m is equal to 8 divided by 2, so m is equal to 4. Now m square minus 1, 4 square, 16 minus 1, that's equal to 15, and m square plus 1, that is 16 plus 1 is equal to 17. 8, 15 and 17. That's going to be the numbers in a Pythagorean triplet. 4, 9. 4 is the value of m. So which are the numbers you are going to take? 8, 15 and 17, where 8 is the smallest member. Okay. So again I repeat, whenever question is given to you, the smallest member of the triplet is given, then you consider it as 2m, rather going for this portion. Is that clear? So your work will be shortened and you will get the correct answer. Okay. Now example, the second type of the question. Find a Pythagorean triplet in which one member is 12. Here it's not mentioned whether smallest is taken or biggest is taken. It's given one of the member is 12. When it is told one of the member is 12, then you can go for any form. Either you go for m square minus 1, or you go for 2m, or you can go for m square plus 1. So here they have taken m square minus 1 is equal to 12. Minus 1 on the other side goes, becomes 12 plus 1, 13. M square is equal to 13, where m, to find out m, you cannot get a perfect square root of 13. So we go for m square plus 1. M square plus 1 is equal to 12. 1 you take on the other side. M square is equal to 12 minus 1, 11. Again you cannot find out its perfect square root. So we go on for 2m is equal to 12. Right? But going on for such a long calculation, trying first this, then trying this, and then you go for 2m. It's better you observe the number. The number, yes, it's multiple of 2, right? It is divisible by 2. Then why not directly go on to this step? 2m is equal to 12. You see the number which is taken in the triplet. If it is a multiple of 2, then you directly go for this form. 2m is equal to 12. Then m is equal to 6. If m is 6, then you go for m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Substitute the value of m is equal to 6 in m square minus 1. 6 का square होगा 36. 36 minus 1 is equal to 35 and m square plus 1, मतलब 36 plus 1 is 37. So first number 12, then is 35 and then is 37. समझ में आया? So never go for these forms first. Just try out. If you see the number, check the number, If it is not mentioned that the number is smallest member, then you always check the number whether it is divisible by 2. Yes, it's a multiple of 2, it is divisible by 2. Directly take up this form, 2m is equal to. Okay, then your work becomes easy. Directly you can get m and then substitute the value of m in m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, and you get the triplet easily. So we have question number 2. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6 or 14 or 16. हम directly लेंगे 2m वाला form to find out the rest of the two numbers in the triplet. Okay, चलते हैं towards the solution. So children, let's see question number 2 of exercise 6.2. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6. So as I explained you in the video that check the number. Yes, here you can see 6, which is a multiple of 2. So we will go for the form 2m is equal to 6. We will neither take m square minus 1 nor m square plus 1 to find out m, but we will go for the form 2m is equal to 6. Therefore, m is equal to 6 divided by 2 and m is equal to 3. So we got m now. So this is one number, it's fixed. One number is already fixed. Now we go for m square minus 1. M square minus 1. Substitute the value of m, that is 3. 3 square minus 1. 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. Okay. Therefore, m square minus 1 is equal to 8. We have obtained the second number also. Now we go for m square plus 1. That is 9 plus 1, that's equal to 10. Therefore, m square plus 1 we have got 10. So we got the third number of the Pythagorean triplet. Therefore, what shall we write? 6, 8 and 10 as a or Pythagorean triplet. Okay, these are the members of Pythagorean triplet. Is that clear? So this is how you will calculate out first m, then you just mention these numbers clearly so that you don't make mistake in writing the first number. Many of you will make mistake. Instead of writing this 2m's value 6, you will take 3, 8 and 10. So to avoid that mistake, we will just write down in the very first number 1. Then as we start obtaining the numbers, we will just give the serial number and then write down finally the members of the Pythagorean triplet. So rest of the two sums you will do it on your own. Hope you have understood how to square the given numbers and how to obtain Pythagorean triplet. Before that, what is Pythagorean triplet, and then how to obtain Pythagorean triplet from the given smallest member or given any one number out of the 3. Our next video is going to be about finding out square roots. Till then, goodbye.